Hi, this is Bob Cargill, and I'm here at Longfellow's Wayside Inn Gristmills in Sudbury on a beautiful Sunday afternoon in September. And today we're going to talk about how to make people like you on Twitter. If you're one of the millions of people using Twitter to share what's on your mind, you know what a challenge it is to stand out among the crowd. I mean, to some, Twitter's a cocktail party, and to others, it's a soapbox. But to the majority of its users, Twitter's more like an uncontrollable scrum in which everybody is competing for a greater share of the discussion. But it doesn't have to be that way. Not if you do as much listening as talking on this social media communications platform. And when you do put yourself out there in 140 characters or less, you pause before you post. That's right, like a good conversationalist, the last thing you want to do is come across as loud and insensitive, vain and inattentive, crass and inarticulate. The truth is, to be successful on Twitter is really as easy as being mindful of the 6 ways to make people like you, as featured in Dale Carnegie's classic book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Number 1, become genuinely interested in other people. Take time to read your tweets, bios, and profiles, and click through to their websites. Don't be shallow and superficial. Be someone who really cares. Number 2, smile. I read once that a good phone tactic was to smile while you're talking to somebody, that it actually comes across in your voice. And the same goes on Twitter. Smile when you're writing your tweets, and it'll come across to your audience. Number 3, remember that a person's name is to that person the sweetest and most important sound in any language. So use people's names in your tweets if you're talking to them or about them, and not just their screen names, their first and last names whenever possible. You'd be surprised how pleased and attentive people are when you address them by name. Number 4, be a good listener. Encourage others to talk about themselves. Ask questions. Make your tweets about other people's work and interests most of the time, not about you. Don't be the person who's only in it for him or herself. And number 5, talk in terms of the other person's interests. Again, make sure your tweets are you-oriented, not selfish and shallow. Put yourself in your followers' shoes and be empathetic and educational. And number 6, make the other person feel important and do it sincerely. Praise your followers. Support them as much as possible. Retweet others. Read their tweets and single out those you think are special. So there you have it, how to make people like you on Twitter. Thanks to Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. This is Bob Cargill coming to you from Longfellow's Wayside Inn Gristmills in Sudbury, and this has been one of my blog posts on video. Thanks for watching.